Yes, yes, I know. I did not have a wardrobe change from the last show, but here we go. Let's get it going. It finally happened. This is in other news. I'm your host, Mike Russell. And when I say it finally happened, well, this is what finally happened. They went on strike. That's right. The longshoremen of the eastern United States, I'm talking about from Maine all the way down, follow the coast around Florida and to Texas, are now on strike. Hundreds of thousands of union workers just went off the job. Here was the union boss yesterday.
Explain something to you. These people today don't know what a strike is.
Hey, these people today, they don't even know what a strike is, okay? This guy's at a central casting mob boss union guy.
Right.
When my men hit the streets,
I really thought I was going to see a pinky ring there, but let's move on.
from Maine to Texas, every single port will lock down. You know what's going to happen? I'll tell you. First week, be all over the news every night, boom, boom. Second week, guys who sell cars can't sell cars because the cars ain't coming in off the ships.
True.
They get laid off.
Yep.
Third week, malls start closing down.
Yeah.
They can't get the goods from China. They can't sell clothes. They can't
China.
do this. Everything in the United States comes on a ship.
Yeah.
They go out of business. Construction workers get laid off because the materials aren't coming in. The steel's not coming in. The lumber's not coming in.
Yep.
They lose their job. Everybody's hating the longshoremen now because now they realize how important our jobs are.
We always had
now
it.
I have the
Doofus.
president screaming at me, I'm putting a Taft-Hartley on you. Go ahead. Taft-Hartley means I have to go back to work for 90 days. That's a cooling off period. Do you think when I go back for 90 days, those men are going to go to work on that pier? It's going to cost the companies money to pay their salaries. Well, they went from 30 moves an hour maybe to 8. They're going to be like this. Who's going to win here in the long run? You're better off sitting down and let's get a contract and let's move on with this world. And in today's world, I'll cripple you. I will cripple you, and you have no idea what that means.
This guy is a complete asshat. I'm sorry. I do understand. I understand what their demands are. I understand what they're saying. I do get that. But this is a mafia shakedown piece of crap is what this guy is. He is just a piece of garbage. Instead of, okay, we're going to sit down at the table for a hot minute, and we at least want what the West Coast dudes got. Because remember, the West Coast dudes did it. This is all a setup, by the way. This is all a setup. Because the West Coast guys did this at the right time. The West Coast ports got check my notes, 32% pay increase. 32. Who wants a 32% pay increase? Yeah, I do. Is there a way we shake people down for that? No, because we're not union thugs. So here's the deal. You're right, Ron. It's a plan. He is a real pile of shit. I love that. Well done. Well played, Brendan. Now, why are the East Coast longshoremen doing this right now? Because we're a month away from an election. That's why. And they know exactly what they need to do. Here's what the same guy, the same asshat is doing today, screaming at Fox News. Now, before he says this, he tells Fox, oh, you're Fox News, so you're going to spin this. So you're going to spin this like it's our fault. It is your fault. Period. Here we go.
Come in. Clothing won't come in. You know how many people depend on our jobs? Half the world. And it's time for
half the world, he says. Half the world.
Them, and time for Washington to put so much pressure on them to take care of us, because we took care of them, and we're here 100.
You have one of the damn cushiest jobs in the world. Now, I think it was Jim who said that the East Coast guys have it a little, or maybe it's Brendan. East Coast guys a little worse off than the West Coast guys, but the West Coast guys have already got there like years ago at the beginning of the Biden administration. They already got their payday. But listen to what he says. Listen.
35 years and brought them where they are today.
Brought them where they are today. What does that mean, kids? That means that the unions got the Democrats elected on what? A quid pro quo. You do a little for me, we get you elected. We keep you in office. We keep voting for you. You keep raising up our rates. Hey, a little bada boom, bada bing. That's how it works. just idiot over here. But let's keep going here. Here we go.
They don't want to share.
They don't want to share. Here we go. Let's get back.
Pressure on them to take care of us because we took care of them, and we're here 135 years and brought them where they are today, and they don't want to share.
Yeah, they don't want to share. How about that? They don't want to share. Here's the deal. Automation's going to replace you. Part of their contract that they're demanding, and let's be very clear with what's happening here. This is a shakedown of the Democrat Party that they got elected, the Biden administration. This is a shakedown, just like the West Coast operators did, longshoremen, excuse me, just like UPS did, just like the United Postal Service did, just like these guys are doing right now. It is a shakedown of the Biden administration. Time to pay me back, punk. Time to pay the fiddler. They don't want automation to replace them. They want in a contract that automation will not replace them. Do you know what's replacing me? And I don't have a contract that I took care of you, you took care of me. I don't have any of that crap. AI. Quite literally. You know what's replacing most radio DJs? Automation. That's what's replacing most radio DJs. Radio DJs are gone. Go bye-bye. See you later. Yeah, all your favorite DJs in the afternoon, spinning the oldies and spinning the country tunes. No. As a matter of fact, I'll use my old hood as an example. Now, there was one amazingly talented young lady. They put her in a room, gave her her own dedicated sound space, and she literally was the same host saying the same thing on multiple markets. Dallas time is 12:11. Oh, hey, it's 11:11 right here in Toledo, Ohio. Saying the same thing of now here's Madonna with Like a Virgin. Saying the same thing over and over and over again, like she's there. And it's all automated and goes boop, 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 boop. They can do a whole week's worth of shows in one day and then just send it all out. Automation, AI, took over a lot of my voice work. A lot of Rob and I doing voice work, doing voiceover stuff. AI, they could sound just like me. Instead of sending me stuff that they need to re-record because they changed a couple things, they just need to take that entire slide, put it into an AI program, and then boom, it'll Band-Aid right over that thing like it was me talking. These longshoremen, like, oh no, you can't technology and a better way of doing things. They get, man, let me tell you. You know what I do? If we're going to cave into this, we're going to cave into the demands, pay them off and fire them. Pay them off and get them gone. And let robots take over. Say, look, you know what robots don't do? They don't strike. Do you know what robots don't do? Yeah, it is Robo Russell. Damn it, you better respect. Like RoboCop. Was it 1990 RoboCop? 89 or 90. God, that's a long time ago. It's almost as old as my air conditioner. This is what they want. They want no automation. And then they've already turned down, by the way, a 50% pay increase. 50. West Coast guys got 32 over 4 years. 50 over 8 years. They said no. 50. They're already making a hell of a lot of money. They're already making a great wage. It's a shakedown. And we're the ones that are being held hostage. Why, again, did I say this weekend, I was at Costco. I was at Costco because it was important to me to get to Costco so I can, so I can make sure that I am not, let's see here, 2, 3. Okay. So this will take 2 to 3 days essentially to come around, to basically hit us because everything stopped. What is already in the chain is already in the chain. Battlestar Galactica, Jim, would you blow the dust off of that thing, man? Holy mackerel. All I remember was that little, was it Twiggy? Beady, beady, beady. That's all I remember. The only thing I remember from that damn show. I was a kid, whatever. Time for great tips. Hey, buddy, things might get weird. All right, let's see. All right, let's see what Alfred's got to say here. Told you we're going to see martial law. Iran is right now attacking Israel and threatening America, and actions taken. They say Trump is going to start World War III. Exactly, dude. Seriously. Did you see the Iron Dome isn't exactly holding up right now? I mean, they were just getting beat. They were just getting pummeled. Oh, it's awful. Truman saying, pretty sure the poll workers make $300K, including healthcare. It's a little crazy. I would say that some of them do. I think they're going for the little showman. The new guy. The new guy, the Rook. We call him Rook. He's only been here 10 years. He's only got 18 pay increases. We call him Rookie. It's absurd what we are watching. But there's two reasons this happened. Two. One, it was allowed to happen. It was allowed to happen by the Biden administration. Biden administration like, no, don't worry about it. No. The quasi, not Secretary Conover, she's just done, absolutely done. Labor Secretary, it's useless. This causes a crisis. Crisis is needed for one of two things. One is I've saved the day with what? Your tax dollars. That's I saved the day. Vote for me in the upcoming election. I saved the economy. We saved the economy. It's like those jerks that are saying we created 15 million jobs. You did not. We brought manufacturing back. No, you didn't. You opened it. You opened it. And Rhonda, it might be. It might be the October surprise. The October surprise might be the entire economy shuts down. Can you imagine? The entire economy is shutting down right now. The half of our shipments. Can you imagine the price of goods? What's going to happen to the price of things? Again, too much money chasing too few goods is inflation. Just elect me and I'm going to not give tax breaks to millionaires and billionaires. You sure have a lot of millionaires and billionaires donating to your campaign. You sure they know that you're going to tax them? Yeah, because you're not. It's going to take a few days to see this flesh out. It just really is. And so we're going to figure it out. We're going to prepare ourselves. We're going to be the very best we can be, damn it. And see what we can get. Seems to be part of the plan. Yeah, jack prices sky high, cause even more shortages, cause hard times for the American people, really try to cause as much pain as possible, says Teresa. And you're correct. You're very correct. This is intentional to have us feel the pain. Second would be this. I appreciate that. Just an aside, and maybe I missed this. I have no idea what it is, but Lynn wants to know that Bob Seger kicks ass, and I do agree. I do agree with that. The second would be to declare a state of emergency, to have a state of emergency. That changes all of our electoral politics. That changes the entire election. And then you want to talk about people in green tip ammo, Jim? The Democrats changed this election, changed the way we elect a president and just place Kamala there. It will be hell in the United States. It'll be hell. Which does what? Which leaves us vulnerable. We have no strategic reserve. We have no petroleum reserve. We have no gas reserves. Just hope you know that. That was drained to do what? Drop the price 70 cents and so it comes right back up? Yeah. Oh my God, Alfred, could you imagine? Oh my Lord. Do you all remember when the NFL went on strike and they had the CFL players and the kind of the just out of college but didn't get drafted players go across the picket line? Remember they calling them scabs? Remember all that? Could you imagine if they threw the migrants to the ports? Revolt. Holy mackerel. And the revolt would be led by the unions. Democrats painted themselves in this corner. Democrats put us all, the entire economy, in danger. Look, the Republicans did a hell of a lot with spending, so they're not non-complicit in this. But when it comes to the union stronghold, the union shakedown BS that we're seeing, that's all Democrats. They have painted us in that corner. They don't care. You think they're not prepared for this? They're totally prepared for this. Yeah. The replacements. Footsteps Falco. I man crush on Keanu Reeves. Y'all know that. Dude, I'm a Keanu Reeves fan. Footsteps Falco. What a great. Gene Hackman's in that. Oh, the replacement's fantastic. I think Any Given Sunday is the best football, but Any Given Sunday was crazy good. Right now, court cases all bringing full 2A to the regular folks. No different than the two. Yeah, you know something, Jim. It's you know what I found the other day, and I know this should be on the Go Show, and whatever. We just talk about whatever we want. This is your show. This is our show. Let's hang out and have fun. I was watching a episode of Meat Eater, and one of the guys had a revolver rifle, and I found it. It's a Colt. I want this more than you could possibly imagine, more than anything in my life. I want a rifle revolver. Holy cow. I didn't know there was such a thing. I had no idea, but I want that. But I think you're talking about the, was it RTA? TRA? What is it? The trigger, the whatever trigger. Yeah. The court said, no, you can't. The Biden administration couldn't do what they did. Mm-hmm. Yes. What about medications made overseas? Lynn, here's the deal. I went to Mexico this summer, and I came back with more ivermectin than you could freaking shake a stick at. Hydroxychloroquine. I got it all. I'm ready for the next BS that they send us. Yeah. Is that the revolver Joe Piscopo had in Johnny Dangerously? You guys have pulled out two of the most obscure, amazing movies. This is Fargang War. Are you Fargang kidding me? Did you just pull out Johnny Dangerously? You ice holes. Ha ha! This is Fargang War. Oh my God, what a great movie. Holy cow. A full auto Washington gun. Okay, I'm down with that. I am not going to get suspended. Maybe someone else going to suspend. I ain't going to suspend it because I did. Oh, did I say it? Oh, I did. I should have said Schmeiber Schmeckton. My bad. Damn it. And I can't say the other one without doing the Trump voice, so I got to go in hydroxychloroquine. I've got to. Holy cow. I know, right? Get suspended. But I'm just saying this, YouTube gods. I'm just saying that was me personally. I bought those. I'm not telling my peeps here to do that. I'm not telling my peeps. They can do whatever they want to do. Mm-hmm. Seizure meds, everything. Dude, look, overseas medication is overseas medication. It just kind of roll the dice. I mean, rolling the dice with the Schmeiber Schmackton. Who the hell knows? Laced with fentanyl? Who the hell? I mean, if I'm going to go, I was going hopped up on fentanyl, I guess. I mean, hell. But we're not going to get any medications. There are no medications. Oh, God. Governor Hochul yesterday was, I'm just worried about the medications not getting through the ports. Then you should have done something, you bozo. You bozette. You should have had your National Guard ready to go. Ready to go. Each state, by the way, should have had their National Guard ready to go and hit the ports. All right, National Guard, get in there. Do what we need to do. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. We're going to train you on the job. Go. We are not going to shut down our economy because these shakedown mob bastards want to get paid more than 50% pay increases and no automation. I mean, no automation. Holy hell. It just drives me nuts. Hey, for a comment I made. Yeah. Hey, listen. Oh, wait, you got reprimanded for a comment you made on here? Oh, fantastic. Oh, I love it. Y'all, let's just get it. Let's get FBI files. We need intelligence community files on each of us. And let's at least one time, all of us got to be put in some sort of social media jail. I'm down. Let's go. Yeah. They sent manufacturing out of this country, punished small businesses, made it harder to do business here. It's all planned. Ronnie, you are not wrong. You are not wrong in any way, shape, fashion, or form. You're not wrong. These bozos think without cheating that they're literally going to win this presidency. You come on. We the people know better. With this loud screaming pie hole over here talking about, we put you in office, you got to go pay us back now. The Democrats like, dude, shut the shh. He's like, no, man. No, this is what we want. Mm-hmm. MAGA made in the USA. I'll admit, y'all, I'm a hell of a lot more excited about MAHA, MHAA, Make America Healthy Again. I'm more about than anything. Yeah, local, safer. Is it Nuprin? Yellow, safer, something like that. Yeah. Anyway, let's get to the election, shall we? Let's get to the election, which is going to be a absolute S show, especially here in the great state of Arizona. Check this out, y'all.
This new data set, as they're calling it, brings the total number of people impacted to 218,000 instead of the 98.
218,000. What do you think they're talking about here in Arizona when it comes to voting? What do you think about 218,000? Anybody want to venture a guess what we're talking about with 218,000? 218,000 what? 218,000
we first reported. These people were mistakenly marked as having provided documentary proof of citizenship.
Mistakenly marked that they showed during their voter registration. Mistakenly marked that they showed proof of citizenship. 218,000 of them. That's 218,000 mistakes. Just wild mistakes of people that aren't legal to vote here. They will be, thanks to a judge, thanks to the Arizona Supreme Court, they will be legal to vote here in this election. 218,000 voters who aren't even registered United States citizens or did not show proof of citizenship. Now, you want to be absolutely infuriated? Listen to this.
And Arizona voter registration database now has correctly flagged the impacted individuals.
Okay, correctly flagged. Okay, good. Let's get them gone. Let's do it. 218,000 should be easy. Let's go ahead and just get them off so they cannot vote. No.
Election officials say they will contact the affected Arizonans with.
Okay, they're going to contact the affected Arizona and say, like, hey, listen, if you can show us your ID and show us you're legal to vote here, we're going to go ahead and get you taken care of, right? We'll go ahead and just a few weeks away from the election, you can get in there, right?
Information regarding their status after the general election. That means
after the general election. 218,000 voters mistakenly marked as if they showed federal ID and their ability to vote here in the state of Arizona. We've flagged all 218,000. We're going to contact them sometime in December after they had voted for Kamala Harris. What do you do? And I'm sick of this. I'm absolutely disturbed when people tell me, "Oh, there was no evidence of fraud in the last election." Shut up. Come on. They kept using the word widespread, and widespread can be anything. Widespread can mean anything. Could be 10, could be 10,000, could be 10 million. Depends. No, there's no evidence of widespread fraud. No, but there's a whole hell of a lot of instances around the country. That is a statement of fact. You can fact check me on that all you want, including right here in the state of Arizona, where magically 218,000 people did not show their they did not show ID or their proof of citizenship, and they were marked as if they did. 218,000, and we're going to go ahead and look into that after the election. I believe in coincidences. I've just never seen one. That's fraud, pure fraud. That's a fraudulent election. I love that, Rhonda. You mistakenly made a comment. If they asked you about the nastygram that you got, and you got punished by Facebook for a comment you made here on the show, which I love you for. I do. I just, God love you. If you get that, here's what you say. Here's how you reply. When you not protest it, you appeal it, right? So when you appeal it, you say, I was raised in a middle-class household in a neighborhood where people cared about mowing their lawns. That's what you say. And then you're good. And that you don't have to justify why you said anything. You just say you were raised in a middle-class family, and then boom, just like that. Yeah, I appreciate you doing that. I was raised in a middle-class neighborhood. Send them a meme. I would love that, because old Zuck is trying to play both sides. Old Zuck is just a spineless little thieving worm, is all he is. He is. But anyway, so we'll see how it works. We'll see how it plays out, and we'll definitely see the impacts of this after the election. I want to know each of the 200. I want somebody to do the research. Each of those 218,000 people, I want to see how they vote. My guess is going to be the over. Let's put the over under at 175,000. So 218,000. Put the over under at 175,000. I'm going to take the over Kamala Harris. Anybody coming on that one? Yeah. You mean Schmeiber Schmeckton? Lynn, you can't do that. You can't. I can't say that word. I can't say Schmeiber Schmeckton on here. Yeah. So Lynn asked a question about a certain medication. I'm going to say that certain medication really aided my recovery from a certain viral disease that was going around. I'll put it that way. Yeah. Here's something positive. This is another news. Thanks for hanging out. Let's get some positivity, shall we? New study released shows that the sibling who made the worst grades in school are most likely to become millionaires. Well, damn. Put this in the C's Get Degrees camp. This makes nothing but sense to me. And the reason why this makes nothing but sense, I mean, I was a damn good student. I think I got accepted to Stanford. Like, I mean, I aced my PSATs. I aced my SATs as my ACTs. And I had a 3.86. That was before they counted everything as like, I have a 5.9, this weighted nonsense. Yeah. And so what do you know what it was, Lynn? You were just trying to get me in trouble? I see what you're doing. But here's the deal. So the kid that hits the books, gets the good grades, goes to ASU, becomes a junior alcoholic and party animal and frat boy. And I'm sorry, I kid. Goes to college, learns damn near nothing, but that America's bad, and then tries to get a job with their pronouns. Yeah, they're not going to make a lot of money. Sorry. The degree is worth squat right now, unless it is specialized, unless it is like targeted. It does not worth crap. But then there's that C student. Can still get into ASU or just decides not to go to college at all. Has to hustle, has to actually work, has to do the dirty jobs, the micro path, right? Or goes to a trade school or gets a GED and has to grind it out all the way up. You give me 10 of those versus 20 that graduate with a bachelor's degree, and I will stomp you in any business we're in. So yes, of course, this makes it. Yeah. Doesn't it seem like a no-brainer? The kids that are just kind of coasting, kind of living life and not just like, oh my God, I have a test tomorrow. They're going to be just fine. I remember comedians in cars getting coffee, I think it was called, with Seinfeld, and Chris Rock was his guest on that one. When he was talking about skaters, he goes, society just kind of rolls their eyes at skaters and kids at the skate park smoking weed and doing all that stuff. He goes, skaters are going to save humanity. Those kids are going to be okay. Their entire hobby, their entire life is skating. Their entire life is being at that skate park. Their entire life is falling down and getting back up and trying it again. Their whole life is getting sprains, bruises, pulls, all that stuff. They pop right back up and try it again. Breaking legs, don't care. They're going to be at the skate park the next day on crutches. They'll take that little scooty that you get if you get like an ankle sprain or something like that. You get a little scooter, the little push scooter. Yeah, they're rolling that thing. They're taking that thing down the tub. Totally. They'll be just fine. So it doesn't surprise me when a study says that the lower grade siblings are most likely going to be the best of the group. Let's get back to Facebook, shall we? And I don't have a problem with Facebook. If Facebook wants to watch my stream, and Facebook, I don't. Yeah. So the Facebook, if they're watching the stream, cool, right on, good. If you guys want to shut me down for what I say on my stream, then you go shut me down for what I want to say on my stream. You guys aren't monetizing much of anything anyway, so okay, I know where my bread's buttered. Okay, Facebook, listen to this. The new Facebook censorship board coming to a day near you. Gripes of trans using women's bathroom, winning in girls sports. Winning a girls sports title, is considered hate speech by the new Facebook censorship panel. Here's the deal. Facebook, I want you to listen to me. Men should not be using women's bathrooms. Period. End of story. That's not controversial. As a matter of fact, there's a tiny little sliver of our society that's trying to make it controversial. Biological men should not compete in biological female sports. Period. Period. End of story. Again, not controversial. It's not controversial. This is not up for debate. It isn't. It is saying that it is debated. The media says it's contested. It is not. As a matter of fact, tonight, if J.D. Vance takes it to that little soy boy Walls and says, you have destroyed Title IX. You have destroyed my daughter's ability to do what this entire nation fought for a decade in getting equal opportunities to play sports in school. You're gutting it. You did. And putting tampons in boys' bathrooms. What the hell is wrong with you? Oh, yeah. Talk about that. How many women are going to the men's league? I did, something. My friend Tina, way back in the day when she was in high school, she played football. She played on the men's football team. Fine, cool. Yeah, love it. And you know who didn't complain? Anyone. No one did. It's like, okay. If you've upped your physical game to the point of somebody next to you with an XY chromosome, kick ass. Good for you. But all these blockers and estrogen and all these injections and stuff, don't take the simple fact away. I'm talking biology, I'm talking science. Please fact check me on this. That no matter what part you take off or add, it doesn't change the 8 billion chromosomes in your body that are XXXY. Doesn't change it. Sorry, it doesn't. The XY gives those that have XY chromosomes, can't say man or woman, gives men a distinct physical advantage in contact and physical sports, period. Testosterone gives us experience, gives us that advantage. Estrogen and XX chromosomes are at a disadvantage in a male XY sport, period. Remember, we're told to follow the science. Follow the science, follow the science, follow the science. Okay. Science tells us what? That our feelings don't matter. Right? Weren't we told that for 2 years with the pandemic? Yeah. Oh, my goodness sakes. Rhonda, thank you. Preach. So these whole transgender people want to use different bathrooms. The reason why we have, and I'm going to say this again, and I am, by the way, I am a feminist through and through. Alfred, I'm with you on this. Got owned by men. Look, I'm a feminist. I want 100%. I want girls to have every opportunity, my girls, to have every opportunity any man has, period. And you know what? Before this administration took over, they did. They did. Now it's being erased. Now all of it's being erased. I am so pro female sports. Hell, I might watch the WNBA one day. Who knows? Maybe. And we can get into that all day long. But I just think that I think college men's basketball is one of the most exciting things you could possibly watch. Go Cats. I did not go to U of A. I am a U of A basketball fan. I went to the U of A basketball camp when I was in 8th grade when I moved here from California. Went to 8th grade. To the camp where it's like 10 days you stay down there in the dorms and it was Sean Elliott, Cook, Kerr. It was it. It was, everybody was there. It was like the Lute Olson. It was the heyday back then. I'm not going to brag, but I made the All-Star team. That's because I was this height in 8th grade. It was really cool being 6'1" in 8th grade before we just put steroids into everything. And now kids are 7 feet tall in 6th grade. But anyway, this is it is not a violation of free speech. 100% is not a violation of free speech. So if I come on here and I say there's two genders and I say that women shouldn't be in men's bathroom, women shouldn't be in men's bathroom, men shouldn't be in women's bathroom, period. I say that. That is, and that's shut down by Facebook. That's not a violation of my free speech. Not a violation of the First Amendment. I know it sucks, right? Because the violation of the First Amendment would be if the Biden administration knocked on my door and said I can't say that. which is happening. I get it. The government is truly violating First Amendment right. And the Supreme Court found that the Biden administration was violating the First Amendment of we the people by shaking down, like the longshoremen, shaking down Facebook, YouTube, the social media companies, shaking them down and saying, if you don't remove this, not going to say we're going to do something, but you need to remove this. I want you to look at this. That's a flagrant violation of the First Amendment. Yeah. Walls on. Oh, wait. No. Wait a second. No. Wait a second. Did you see that Harris blamed her pick of Walls on insomnia? I wouldn't doubt that. They're regretting that. And again, we're going to be honest. I'm going to go with Representative Massey on this one. The reason why the Biden campaign, it was the Biden campaign, was Barack Obama, and it was those that run the Democrat Party. They picked Walz because of his China connections. Period. He is the worst idea. He makes Sarah Palin look like Vice President Reagan. Do you see what I'm saying? Walz is an idiot. He's a buffoon. Walz, his excuse for his lies about his military service, his lies about his rank, his lies about his career and his past, you know what was blamed on? He said, my wife says I'm not too articulate sometimes. My wife says I don't talk too good. That's why I lie, because I can't talk too good. The guy's a buffoon. A buffoon that if you're looking to find him, you know where he's at, you might want to try the closet. They were trying to say he went to China half as many times as, I could imagine. I mean, Truman, look at it. I mean, look at how many times Biden says he tried with Xi Jinping. Xi Jinping. Oh. Yeah. Wall's that it? Nice. Well done. Let's see here. I'm hoping Vance. Oh, it's done. Knocks on Stolen Valley. He's going to crush it. He's going to crush him. There are so many people in the Democrat Party that are freaked out. I saw Claire McCaskill just yesterday talking about the debate tonight, saying that we need to level our expectations. We're going to have to moderate our expectations. Tim Walz he's very nervous when he debates, and that evil lawyer JD Vance, that successful guy JD Vance is terrible. Can you believe that buffoon Walz bragged that of his students that he taught, none of them went to Yale? You bragging about that? Huh. They should never comply. Yeah. Well, they're straight up lies, Shelley. I know it's hard to. And yet what you're going to see is any kind of dictatorial crap that you saw under COVID. You're going to see no one complying. You're going to see a rebellion. Right now, I have tattoos. My left lower leg is sleep. I love the tattoos, and I didn't get any until I was 47, 48. But I love getting a tattoo. I would love to get an unvaxxed tattoo. I would love for that to be a badge of the cool kids now, because you think about it. Remember, this is a pandemic of the unvaccinated. This is a pandemic of the unvaccinated. We were vilified.
Dr. Lena Lynn on CNN
said that we should be put in camps, essentially. We should not be able to leave our homes. We stayed strong. We did not comply. And look what we did. You know what I love about one of Trump's campaign promises, and I believe he'll deliver on it. Anyone who got kicked out of the military for not getting vax will be reinstated and with back pay. Yes. Shelley, I ain't down that. You don't mess with God. You want to make God laugh. Tell him your plans. I love that. Always need someone who gets nervous in those situations in line to run the free world. Yeah, exactly. I can't take on a senator. I'm a governor, but this senator is really smart. So I'm really nervous. They took, and I understand this, guys. This is another news, but we're in a crazy ass election. I got to talk about this. So we'll talk about this as well. So tired of politics. I just want to. Don't vote for Kamala for fun, Arrow. Please don't. Good Lord. vote libertarian or something like that. Just don't. Come on, man. So anyway, nervous Nelly and sleep deprived. Yeah, this is unbelievable. Kamala Harris had to have, when she met heads of state, they had actors come in the night before and basically simulate the party or dinner function that she was going to be at, a full simulation. And they give her 2 glasses of wine to see how she would do a couple glasses in. This is disgusting. These people are amateurs. Yeah, say what you will about Trump. Dude. He ain't afraid to walk in a room with, I don't care who's in there. Ay. Got your first tattoo at 60. Nice. The American flag with a Scottish flag butterfly on the side. Fantastic, Rhonda. Fantastic. Mine is a giant great horned owl on one side of my leg, a bison on the other side, and there's, of course, a hummingbird right on the back. I'm a hummingbird nut. Yeah, you guys have learned a lot about me, huh? Yeah, the big hunter outdoorsman. The favorite animal is a damn hummingbird. Listen, Shelly, she ain't drunk. Shelly just said, like, drunk ass Pelosi. Let me tell you something. She's high. She ain't drunk. I think the wine actually keeps her straight. Oh my God, that woman is she's a walking bag of pharmaceuticals. Oh, yeah. Yeah, go back too much. Let me see here. Nope, same thought about it and didn't go back. Too much PC and TikTok kids. Hey, I was shocked. I remember Rob and I went on TikTok and we were like, they're not going to want a bunch of middle-aged conservative dudes. No way in hell it's going to TikTok. We had 190,000 followers like that. We had a couple million, like million and a half view videos. Oh, hell yeah. Absolutely crazy. Yeah. And she is crazy. She is loca. To my friends from the South. Now I'm hopping, man. Now I'm like, I couldn't believe, because we're gonna stay on the family. Well, this is we talk about tattoos. I was talking about my shoulder, son, and one on my calf that matches the one of my BFFs. That's awesome. See, I think Queen Bee has a great horn owl as well. So I mean, there's a little team event there, but I mean, she already had that. But I mean, yeah. Those are I have a dog paw, a Celtic dog paw tattoo on the back of my. It's all a sleeve. It's all of a hodgepodge on the back, essentially. Yeah, that's what it is. Hey, here we go. There's the horn now. There you go. That's what it is. Yes, yeah. But I mean, it's funny to me. People say that is their problem. Our names on Daddy's list from DC. I don't know what that one means, Shelly. They'll let me know what it is. Yeah. Well, I only have 2 legs, so I can't have 3 sleeves on my legs, Rhonda. Jeez Louise. I don't know how you pulled that off. Ha! I kid because I care. Guys, here's the deal. But we went through this whole thing on toxic masculinity and them trying to just basically neuter boys across the country. And they did a damn good job. I mean, look at the rise of the pony knob. Of the man bun. Yeah, that's when we went through toxic masculinity, and you can't be a Mike Russell, you can't be a Neanderthal, you can't go hunt your own food, you can't be a head of a household. How dare you think that you're in charge of anything? That is toxic masculinity. How dare you want to fight, which I love. God, do I love fighting. It's all toxic masculinity. Yeah, you have to just get neutered. Just become little soy boys. You want to hear what Jen Kandasaki had to say? You know, the woman who committed federal crimes by negotiating with a cable news organization while she was the White House press secretary. That is illegal. I don't know, illegal. Maybe not federal crimes. It's against the rules. Anyway, here she is.
An interesting part of how people have talked about your role here.
It's Doug Imhoff. Look at this little soy boy. Look at this little neutered chump over here. This guy, holy cow. Yeah, circle back, Saki. Circle back with this spineless, nutless wonder. Let's go ahead and check it. Let's go check out what Doug Imhoff has to say, and she has to say with Doug Imhoff. This is embarrassing.
Important part, an interesting part of how people have talked about your role here is how your role has reshaped the perception of masculinity. And
Yo, look. She just said reshape masculinity, and the camera's on that right there. Let me
of masculinity, and I'm not sure you planned on that, but you are a incredibly supportive spouse.
And by the way, that's masculine. Incredibly supportive spouse is being a man. That is what has always been a man. That is not, there's no redefinition of that. In your warped, progressive, liberal world, all men hate women. And that is not the case. Guys hate women. Men love women. Men hold women up. Men support women. Men are the biggest fans and champions of the woman in their life. Don't give me this reshaping crap.
Been an evolution for you, and do you think that's part of the role you might play as first gentleman?
First gentleman. Oh, geez. Oh, I can't right now.
It's funny. I've started to think
Listen to him.
It's funny. I started to think,
a lot about this. I've always been like this. My dad was like this, and to me,
sense.
it's the
Important part of
Wait a second. So are we going to redefine masculinity as a neutered little weenie like this guy? Are we going to redefine it as a man who knocked up his nanny and forced her to have an abortion? Is that the new masculine? Is that what the Democrats are going to say is the new masculine? Because he, very supportive husband. Yeah, he was really supportive when he's banging the nanny. Sorry. Are we gonna call we can't even call this masculine. This guy is the opposite of masculinity. If you want to redefine masculinity as that, we are screwed as a species. Forget about Americans. We're screwed as a species. Oh, this is absolutely absurd. And I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for that man. I'm sorry, dude. I'm what they're doing to you is not okay. What they're doing to you is as bad as what they did to Biden. They're literally putting you as the poster child of spineless little soy boys that need to be elevated as men. Dude, there's no men and there's no man in that dude. There's no man in that guy. Out knocking up the nanny and forcing her to have an abortion. Please, come on. Oh. And you're right. I mean, Shelly, the people they the interview is just absolutely embarrassing. Why is that guy in an interview? Who the hell cares? Who cares? It's just in why did we just paint over the fact that Joe Biden had to toss over to Jill Biden for a cabinet meeting? Like, is that what we need to know now? We need to know who the first lady or first gentleman is going to be in case they have to take over for staff meetings and cabinet meetings, high level decisions. Preparing, remember that picture of her wearing the president's jacket, preparing for the G8, G7, whatever the hell they call it now, G14 classified, who knows? Oh, Alfred, thank you for saying that. Let's get to it, bud. The military is weak because of it. I can go on and on about it. Vietnam veteran, Army brat, joined once dad retired. 89, 3 tours out. Jeez, I love it. I love it. Out 11. Damn, buddy. It's not a fighting military. Thanks, politicians and leadership sellouts. God bless you, Alfred. Thank you so much for thank you for service. Thank you for it all, man. Thank you for the comment. Recruiting's down in our military. Recruiting's down. And I have this nagging suspicion that something is cooking intentionally, completely intentionally. We have drained our petroleum reserves, drained. We're not replenishing that. We have no energy independence like we did. We have vilified every single thing that is proud to be American about. We have vilified the founding fathers. We have vilified our men and women in military. Guys, the Bill Maher clip we played yesterday. Do you remember that? Something like 70% of Gen Z labels our founding fathers villains? Villains. Why would you ever want to put a uniform on? Why would you want to go defend a country which you told is indefensible? That you can't excuse the sins of this nation. And then you elevate to a new masculinity this little twerp. This little guy. This is what the Democrats want you to see.
Interesting part of how people have talked about your...
Shut up, Jen. They want this guy. Come on, get in there. Get in there. Where are you? Yeah, that guy is the new face of masculinity. Yeah. Only military is, Space Force. Okay. All right. Space Force recruiting up. Well, come on, let's be honest with the Space Force thing. I mean, let's take the Space Force out. That's a lot like that's like in the gymnastics, the Olympics or whatever. They get rid of the high score and the low score. They get rid of that. Let's call Space Force one of those two, because I mean Space Force is new. So as far as I would say, if you asked 100 Americans right now, and I'm being serious about this, this isn't like, oh, kids these days, to name the branches of our military, I would say maybe 5 or 6 would put Space Force in there. So I don't think, their recruiting numbers were set low as it was. So I don't think that in, year over year increases. I mean, yeah, when you start at 0, that's fine. But the Marines, I get it. Marines, if you're going to go in as a badass. And that's the reputation. I'm not judging any of the other branches. I live right damn near next door to an Air Force base, and I love them. But I'm saying is the opinion is, the popular opinion is that if you're going to be a badass, go into the Marines, and that's why they're up. Yeah. And you're right, Rhonda, they're more focused on DEI. It's absolutely absurd. Look at what all these companies that are focused on DEI. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens with these new Toyota's now getting smacked for their DEI stuff. Oh my gosh. And they're supporting of the whole, the trans parades and all that. They're in a world of trouble. Just like Harley Davidson was in a world of trouble. My buddy actually does the social media for Buddy Stubbs, Harley up the road, up I-17. And by the way, if you do, even if you're not into motorcycles, just to go see the museum that they have at Buddy Stubbs, you got to check it out. Seriously. It's so cool. It is. I'm not even a motorcycle guy. And I was like, this is really damn cool. This museum they have. They ran a promotion. They're like, because people they realized that Harley had gone woke, and they've gone completely woke. Diversity is all they want. They do not care about being a manly bike company anymore. Don't care. People are tearing off their tank badges. People are removing the tank badges on their Harleys. So what they did is they ran a promotion. They said, hey, come drop your tank badges off at the dealership, and we'll sell them back to you when all this clears up. Smart move. Definitely a smart move. That was their first viral video. Anyone who disrespects the military, move to Iran, China, Iraq, and see how they treat you. God bless you, Shelley. As a matter of fact, one of my favorite things in this whole kerfuffle when it comes to Israel and in Palestine is the Queers for Palestine. I just can't. You have to announce your stupidity because you are that stupid. From Harley to Hurley, exactly. Oh, our military. You're right. Military gave us our freedoms. Yeah, FEMA's getting hit with a crappy hurricane response due to the DEI crap. I don't doubt that, and a craptastic administration that doesn't care, that tells them that they have no more money for them, but we give $6 billion to a little dictator time. All right, you work for Cycle News, a motorcycle weekly newspaper in Long Beach for 18 years, out in Strong Beach. Did I know that, Rhonda? Did I know you and I are from the same hood? Yeah. Okay. All right. So you probably do remember the Shore Shop in Seal Beach. You probably do remember that. Tell me if you remember the Shore Shop in Seal Beach. Did we already cover this? I have a brain injury. See right here? See that big scar right there? Yeah, see? Sometimes I don't remember things, and that's okay to not remember things. Yes. All right, here. Let me see. Do I know how many veterans ride Harleys? I can only imagine. I mean, they're not riding Suzukis. I'll tell you that much. That's just a state of things. Let me see what Greg said here. Greg had something up here. Let me see here. All right. It said, hi, Mike. How cool. Your show tomorrow will be broadcast on Rumble at high noon. Right on. Secrets from the Inside Radio. Fantastic. So check us out on Rumble. We'll be doing this here too. Don't worry about it. Greg just doesn't know that yet. That I'm mildly tech savvy. That I can make sure that this show airs exactly right here. It's gonna be the same time, but we're gonna be on Rumble too. Watch. I got this. Wait, hold on. Let me try again. Watch. I got this. There we go. See, that's what happens. That's what happens to me. I tell you. Mm-hmm. You do. You really, Rhonda? You really remember the Shore Shop? Yeah, I ran the shoe department down there. Yeah. I tell you, 4 out of 10. Yeah. Ooh. Wait, 4 out of 10. What, buddy? What do you say, Alfred? You said 4 out of 10. What? I must have missed what you were 4 out of 10ing for me. Yeah. Simulcast A. Yeah. He ends everything with A. Those Canadians, I tell you, those are the Canadians. That you guys have, by the way, and I did not know this. You guys actually have a Loch Ness monster in Canada. You guys do? That no one's ever seen before? It's called Obi Gobi or something like that. Come on, tell me what it is. I actually thought it was something like that. Oh, 4 out of 10 right Harleys. Oh, 40% of veteran Harleys. Okay, right on. Hey, Indian cycles too are pretty popular. Things like that. Yeah. But anyway, we'll get off Canada now. How about we get off the show? Good job, everyone. Thanks. I owe you 2 decompression sessions tomorrow because it was one more. If you heard Lake Champlain, New York. No, it's not in New York. It's in Canada. Okay, I'm gonna figure out what it is, Greg. Tomorrow we'll talk about it. Tomorrow we'll talk about whatever you guys try. Apparently, there's a Loch Ness monster in Canada, Loch Ness style monster in Canada, but they have no pictures of it. At least we have one of old Nessie. All right. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. This is another news. We'll do it again mañana and be simulcast. That's right. We'll simulcast on Rumble as well. So let's make sure. Oh, Champlain. I apologize. Holy cow. It's like Prescott. Yeah, it's Prescott. Prescott. Anyway, rhymes with